No, when you have money, all your relatives kiss your ass. But when you don't have money, nobody even bothers. So during the days I didn't have money, this relative of mine works in a big bank. Okay? Big position. Never fucking bothered to even say a hello. Okay? Never. Big position, big salary, big house, big property, big this, big that. Never bothered here to say even a hello. Okay? Fine. All of a sudden I get this Facebook ad. He adds me on Facebook. At first I didn't recognize him because it has been ages, I think 15, 20 years. Finally I recognized, but I didn't bother, accepted it. Then his first message, Puta, Puta in Konkani means son, how are you? I didn't bother. How is mother, father? I don't fucking know. He's asking how is my mother, father and all that shit. Trying to sweet talk. And before you know it, I don't respond to anything. He starts calling me and I hate that. Don't fucking call me without a fucking appointment. Just because you have a fucking phone number or... and people nowadays, when they have WhatsApp, when they have your phone number, they'll just call. I just fucking block these people. So I didn't bother. So he called her. So I didn't bother. Finally, I sent him the message. I said, I only speak to my clients. What do you want? He's saying, Puta, I just want to talk to you, son, and this and that. I just wanted family to say hello. So I'm busy now. I'll let you know when I'm free. So I didn't respond. Finally, after a couple of days, I was free. I sent him a message. I said, just to follow up, when I was checking all the emails. This is a guy in Dubai. Huh? I sent him a message and I tell him, okay, I'm free now. So he calls me immediately, almost immediately. Huh? He's saying, Puta, how are you? Fine, yeah. Before anything else, he starts with the thing about these relatives. They think they know you. They think, just because they knew you when you're a small boy, they can still talk to you as if you're a small boy. As if, they have this kind of like sense of entitlement that they can talk to you anything. So I'm quiet. He's saying, first thing he tells me, Puta, how is your mother, father? I said, I don't know. He's saying, Puta, don't do like that. Remember, when you're small, you're a nothing. They took care of you. Okay. Went on. I just fucking ignored it. And then he said, do you pray to God? Do you read the Bible? I said, no, I'm an atheist. See, don't say like that, Loy. He's saying, God created you. God made you. God can destroy you. I was like, okay, quiet. I was just busy typing stuff. He is talking to me. I'm just, yeah, okay. He's old. Okay, fine. And then he went on about, Loy, what you did to your face. Why, what will people say? You're such a beautiful face. You spoiled it. Again, I said, yeah, okay. Until then, I was just focusing on my task. I was slowly getting irritated and losing my patience, but I kept quiet. Yeah. Okay. And then, until that point, I was still quiet, still holding it. Because he's a relative, he's a little old, and I don't want to give it to him on his face. Finally, I think my wife and my baby came in and, as my wife bought me my sandwiches and coffee, my baby came in. And he said, oh, so cute, God bless you and all that. So my wife also, she says, namaste, she does her thing. And I said, okay. They both went out. So then he tells me, just imagine, huh? Loy, why didn't you get married to an Indian girl, Loy? Just asking, don't feel bad. She's a good girl. Why? Until then I was quiet. Finally I decided, I think I was crossing the line. So I told him, still I kept quiet. I said, how may I help you? Straight to the point. How may I help you? What is it that you want? So remember, until now I didn't give him back. Huh? I didn't say anything. So finally I said, how may I help you? I told him, I asked him, and he said, Loy, I was working for this bank so many years, this, that, and all, and finally now I've been made redundant after all these years, after all the sacrifice, blood, sweat, and tears. That's how they stabbed me in the back and this and that. So I said, okay. Then he asked me, then he said, I wanted your help. I said, okay. So I told him what are my charges and all that. So he's saying, Loy, how can you ask your own family money? I said, sorry. So he goes like, Loy, we are like family, and you're asking me, Loy, when you were small, you know how much I helped your mother and father? Until this time, I was fucking quiet. I hope the dog is not barking at my baby. Let me go and see. So until this time, I was quiet. I didn't say anything. But the minute he said, like how he did favors for me when I was a baby, how he helped my mother and father, there I fucking lost it. I seriously fucking lost it. Until this time, I was quiet. Okay? But now he had crossed the line. What happened? Doggy is barking? What happened? Doggy was barking? Maybe? Okay. Acha, walk front. I will be here. So what had happened was my baby is walking now, so just want to make sure. So then finally I lost it. I said, is it okay if I can talk to you honestly? He's saying, yeah, Loy, I was telling you also honestly, sorry, the reason why I said, can I tell you honestly, is because before he said this statement that he was helping me, he said, Loy, can I tell you something honestly? Don't feel bad. Yeah. When your mother and father needed money, that time I helped them. I helped them with so many jobs, and I helped you. And don't feel bad, huh? But I'm telling you like this, you should also help. The minute he said that, I fucking lost it. And when I lost it, and I'll tell you, when I lose it, fuck, I'll give it to you. So I told him, Uncle, can I also tell you something, from my heart? Don't feel bad, please. I respect you, no? Yeah. Tell me frankly, Lloyd. Tell me frankly. We both are speaking heart to heart. Yeah. Good you spoke, Uncle, from your heart, because I also want to speak from my heart. Yeah. Puta, say. He's saying, I will not feel bad. You're like my son only. So I said, what about auntie? Everyone is there? Yeah. They're listening. And he turned the phone, he showed them. They were all sitting there. And apparently I was on the speaker. So I said, Uncle, I just want to tell you, okay, everyone. Number one, I said, what I did to my face, it's called putting a tattoo, okay? And with my tattoo, it's like what I do to myself. It's my business. It's none of your business, okay? So just as your face looks so ugly, if I say your face is ugly, are you going to have plastic surgery on it? No, right? So my face is ugly. I don't care, okay? Second one is, I'm more successful than you. I have more market knowledge than you do. I have more people who know me. I have more people who come to me. Today you're useless. Nobody wants you. Nobody likes you. Because you're a self-entitled prick. That's what you are. He started to get uncomfortable. So I knew that I had to finish fast. Then I told him about the Bible. He said, God will punish you. I said, without that fucking celestial being, okay, by telling him fuck you is how I made money. So if it is the devil who gave me money, I don't give a fuck. And as far as you wanting job, saying, Loy, wait, shut the fuck up. If you want a job, right, I have the contacts to give you a job. So shut up and listen. Yeah, but Loy, this is not the way to talk. No, you spoke from the heart. Now you listen to what I have to say. Otherwise, I'll not help you, huh? And like a dog, he sat down. He's saying, but don't be angry. I'm not angry. I said, okay, I didn't marry Indian girl. I married a Thai girl. You know why? Because she can suck and swallow. Why? You know anybody who can suck and swallow in your family? I don't know if he knew what is suck and swallow. So I said, yeah, that's why I got married to her. Anyone in your family can suck and swallow, I'll get married to her. He just kept quiet. I'll tell you, I think nobody must have spoken to him that way. And last day I told him, with regards to your CV or your job or recommending you to anyone. It's business. What you did for my mother and father, you did for my mother and father. Go and ask my mother and father for the favor back in return, not for me. If you did for me, I would have remembered it.